Hello once again, I'm Kevin Turner from Real Estate Talk and welcome to this special podcast on behalf of Australian Property Investor Magazine. Now, in the latest edition, you're going to see an article that's headed up A Fresh Start, written by Caroline James. A great story about a young investor who, well, he's got a very interesting background. I'd like to introduce him to you. Firstly, Adrian Socha. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good to be talking to you. Thank you. Fascinating read, and it's well worth picking up a copy of the latest edition just to read Adrian's story. And we won't go too much into that, but I want to delve a little bit into it. You left school at age 15, had a bit of a rough start, really, didn't you?
Yeah. Pretty much, my father died when I was just 9 years old in a car accident, and quite in a brutal way, but yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah.
My mother had to start working pretty much full time because it was the only source of income. I also had a younger brother, and we had to live by ourselves. My mother couldn't afford to pay for babysitters or anything like that, and I learned to do everything since I was young.
Yeah. Do you think that start helped you on the journey that you're on now? I mean, you've put together a fairly good property portfolio worth almost $1.5 million. Has that background helped you, do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it happened. I now understand why. I believe that it's all thanks to that, pretty much. Not all, but majority of it is thanks to that. It helped me become who I am now.
How old were you when you came to Australia?
I was 18.
And what age did you buy your first investment property?
19. As soon as I turned 19. Actually, no, I signed the document when I was 18, but I moved into it when I was 19.
And where did that passion for property come from? I mean, there's many directions you could have gone in, but why property?
Well, this came from the divorce. Pretty much, I separated from my ex-wife, and I was kind of looking into something. And I always liked real estate. My mother taught me about real estate, but it's such a nice thing to have in your life. And
Yes.
I started looking into it, getting more knowledge, and I just liked it. And I started reading more and more about it. I discovered how many things you could do with it, and well, here I am now. I'm glad that I had that divorce, that I had to go through the separation with my ex-wife, because if that thing would have happened, I would have never started looking into something else.
Yes.
Into something better.
That first property you purchased, was that your principal place of residence?
Yes, it was for about 3 years.
So then you turned that into an investment property, and as I understand it, you actually went out then at that stage and rented as well.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm simply trying to create a very large portfolio, and like I couldn't stay in I don't know, there's no benefit to it because I couldn't claim taxes on my mortgage. It was all just money wasted.
Yeah.
So it's better for me to sacrifice, I don't know, my lifestyle, part of my lifestyle,
Yes.
to then, benefit in the future. Like in 5 years' time, I'm sure I'll be able to afford a way better house than that. And I'm paying the price now. But it's nothing really.
Of course, you bought in Freshwater. I understand it was that was a 2-bedroom apartment. Why did you choose Freshwater?
Well, I didn't know too much about real estate, but then it looked like a nice suburb, quiet, close to the city. My ex-wife liked the place, and we were just looking for like 3 or 4 weeks, and we didn't like anything. And one night, this place came along on the net, and we went there right away. The next morning, and we decided to buy it.
And from there, your next property was in Queensland, as I understand it.
Yeah, completed today. I received the paperwork from the builder today, and it's now ready to be leased out. Yeah, in Brussels, very close. I think it's 5 kilometers from Ipswich.
Yes, that's right, just on the north side of Brisbane. And why did you choose Queensland?
Well, I got some help from other experts, and they were suggesting me to invest in Queensland because it was the right time to do so, and especially outside Queensland, outside Brisbane, because I was in need of a higher income. I needed some positive cash flow in my situation because I don't earn much. So to be able to then go ahead and buy more properties, I had to have some positive cash flow in my portfolio. And Ipswich was pretty much the answer. And it will be positive cash flow. It will bring me about 10 grand a year.
Very
positive
good.
cash flow. So
Now, what are your aspirations for the future in terms of your portfolio?
I'll be keeping on buying. I'll try different strategies. I would like to develop. That's what I would like to do. And I believe that I'll be able to do so in the next 2 years, even less than that.
Are you at the stage yet where your property portfolio is supporting you, or how long will it take for you to get to that stage?
Probably 3 years, 3 or 4 years. It's all up to me. I can make it even 2 years if I really want to. It's all up to me. But I believe three, probably. To be realistic, 3 or 4 years, no more than that.
Now, I understand you have an aspiration also to become a real estate agent. Why would you
And
do
I
that?
became one. I just got a new job just a week ago. I got approved, and I'm becoming a real estate agent in Brisbane. And I'm relocating to Brisbane as well in January.
Yes.
And tomorrow I'm going to resign from my current job.
Well, where will you be working? Because no doubt some people watching this will probably want to come and see you and buy some property from you. Where will you be working?
Well, I'll be working for Coronis. That's a company located in Brisbane, and I'll be working in Stratford, if I pronounce it properly. Stratford. But it's very close to Chermside.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Yep. Very good. Well, Adrian, all the best, and we wish you all the best with your career as well.
Thank you.
It's a great read, An Australian Property Investor. Make sure you pick it up, have a read of it. And Adrian, we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much.